Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome back to another episode of Deep Web Browsing, episode number 90, the part of the week where we take a look at the side of the internet that's a little too dank for regular viewing. Ladies and gentlemen, we explore sites that are going to be a little weird, a little risque, and frankly, just all over the place. But I hope you enjoy a lovely Sunday. As always, we sit back, relax, and just end the week by browsing the internet and seeing just what it has to offer. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, episode number 90 of all things. We're on a new, threshold of videos, I guess you could say. This is Deep Web Browsing. Awkward intro done. Let's go to our very first website. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're on Stop Alamau Abductions. Now, I believe I've already kind of showed you this site, but I think I've shown you a lot of alien websites anyway, so this one doesn't seem weird to me. I think the only thing that's getting to me right now is this fine individual telling us how to stop aliens using their patented space helmet. Now, first of all, that intro, by the way, was super fucking cringy. I just, looked back. But, it's great to start off the fucking week with stopping the alien abductions. All right, so here it is. For adults and children abducted by aliens from space, as reported by Professor David Jacobs, Bud Hopkins, and other investigators. The Thought Screen helmet stops space aliens from abducting humans. It's been used successfully by former abductees for 18 years. This is an alien abductee from Kentucky wearing a Thought Screen helmet. Since trying Michael Menken's helmet, I have not been bothered by alien mind control. Now my thoughts are how the fuck do you know if you were even touched by alien mind control? Isn't it supposed to be so strong that you wouldn't realize? So you must, man, what? What is this, man? All right, here we go. My life is better than ever. Thank you, Michael, for the work you are doing to save all humanity. All right, I might even just fucking buy one of these. So, inventor Michael Menken wearing a Thought Screen helmet and pointing to Velostat protective lining. Photo copyright. Blah, 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 blah. This public service non-profit assembly website tells you how to make. So he's not selling anything, which is one thing. All right. Usually when you find somebody not trying to sell these kind of ideas, it means that they believe that it's completely fucking genuine and full fold. And you know what? Hey, probably fucking is, dude. I might be part of some alien mind control every Sunday, and I might be passing on bad ideas to you. I don't fucking know. But here we've got this individual teaching us how to make this Velostat protective Thought Screen helmet. So the Alamals can't fucking hear what you're thinking. All right, so anyways, this is a retired Federal Aviation Administration's technical writer. Oh, God, this dude. Okay, he worked for the Federal Okay, then. All right, he worked for the FAA. The Thought Screen helmet scrambles telepathic communication between aliens and humans. Aliens cannot immobilize people wearing thought screens, nor can they control their mind or communicate with them using their telepathy. When aliens can't communicate or control humans, they do not take them. Boy, if we only had that on fucking XCOM, right? A record of success, the Thought Screen helmet has effectively stopped several types of Alamaus from abducting or controlling humans. Only one failure since 1998. What? How did you gauge success and failure rates on this? All right. Adults and children all over America, all over Australia, in Canada, in the United Kingdom, Ireland, India, Germany, Austria, Italy, Portugal, China, Ecuador, Brazil, Colombia, and in the Republic of South Africa are wearing Thought Screen's helmets to stop alien abduction. What? All right. Okay, then. Many former abductees have been wearing Thought Screen helmets successfully since 1999. It's a successful shielding material. Other shielding materials tried in previous models with less success. Only Thought Screen helmets using Velostat are effective. Large leather aviators hats lined with Velostat with secure strips are recommended for making effective helmets, but any hats that cover your whole head and has 8 sheets of Velostat will. So if I put 8 sheets of Velostat into my hat, and then just fucking, I don't even know why I'm pulling my hair back. Put it into that, dude. I'd be protected from aliens. You don't even know. I probably have Velostat lining right now, and that's why the aliens aren't getting to me. Every time I take the hat off, I'm living on a prayer, dude. All right, cost of materials is $45. You can make a Thought Screen helmet for just $45, ladies and gentlemen. If you buy Velostat so if you just buy the Velostat material in bulk, you're fucking good. You don't have to worry about shit, man. You're fucking golden. All right, so here we go. Let's go do steps. Okay, so he has steps listed out. Oh, there are no pictures. Oh, there are pictures. Oh my God, I love it. Hold a hat open and push the paper into the hat. Okay, so you stick the paper into the fucking hat. So you need about, minimum shielding is 8 sheets. Or 12 sheets, 4 mils thick. Oh my, that's a lot of Velostat, dude. Holy crap. All right, let's go to C. Cut small strips, 12 pieces wide. You fill 4 or 5 platefuls. Okay. So now you're just sealing shit. First sheet of Velos. Okay, so it's basically just like lining the thing. So all you have to do is like line it up like it's fucking hat lasagna or some shit, right? Go to Steph FGHIJ, and then basically the end, you've got that lovely hat over there that like basically if you wear it, the aliens can't fucking get to your brain. Which is how it's apparently worked. So hold on. Abduction and technical information websites. So these are like other websites related to it, like NASA Technology Utilization Program. Gifted student class of Michael Mencken. Wait, he was selected for the 9th grade class of gifted science students at Paul Revere Junior High in Los Angeles, California. Hey man, good for you, dude. At the end of the day, all right, this dude's probably with telepathic war. What the fuck? Okay, now I gotta see this. The telepathic war with the aliens. So this is what he wrote, all right? Throughout the history of the human race, wars were fought with bigger and better weapons. Muskets replaced bows and arrows, automatic rifles replaced single-action ones, rockets replaced cannons, aircraft carriers replaced battleships, ballistic missiles replaced bombers, jet interceptors replaced propeller-driven fighters. Weapons got more accurate, faster, with greater range of action and greater explosive power. In all the wars until now, technology and numerical superiority determined victory. Superior technology, tactics, and numerical strength were the key elements in warfare. All wars fought. Wait, what is it? All wars fought until now were tech wars. Ooh. Wars where technological superiority were devised. Now, that's not wrong. You know what I mean? Like, basically, every time, you go through another, like, era of warfare, shit gets better, right? I mean, now we have like predator missiles and like fucking chemical. We have shit, dude. We have some heavy stuff. Since we are being invaded by an alien force from another world, we are at a different kind of war. Our war with these beings is one of mind control, mind scan, and telepathic control. As reported by Bud Hopkins, David Jacobs, and Raymond Fowler, I call this type of conflict telepathic war to differentiate it from a technology war. A telepathic war uses telepathy as a weapon in addition to the machines of a technology war. Until now, the creatures abducting us could do so at will. They could switch off people or render them powerless, manipulate people's thoughts, and cause them to move against their will. Project mental images to us, masquerade as a friendly or sexually attractive human, and scan our entire minds. Ooh. The thought screen helmet is our only defense in a telepathic war. Okay. So, like, I'm not one of those people that's gonna, like, shit on him for a fucking, idea. I guarantee, like, the thing is, I genuinely believe that he does feel that there is, like, and you know what, man, I'm not gonna be a fucking closed book over here. There's probably some aliens out there, dude, probably diddling somebody's butthole with, like, fucking anal probes and shit. Alien weaknesses, what? Okay, the more and more I get off on my tangent, the more and more this dude's site fucking interests me. All right, let's go into this. All right, reliance on telepathy. Okay, they rely on this shit to capture us. Vitamin C to kill implanted alien hybrid embryos. Oh, so okay. All right, interesting. Nutrient-absorbing skin of the Greys. Perfumes. Aliens do not like perfume. They stopped an abduction by using strong, cheap perfume to aliens. Incense from white sage. So basically, as far as I can say, this dude genuinely believes that there is an alien tech war, alien telepathic war. And the thing is, there might as well fucking be. I mean, there's a lot of things you can't prove in this world. Maybe there's like some alien warfare that I don't really know about. But the thing is, the individual, Michael Mencken, has actually taught us how to make a thought control protective helmet out of Velostat sheets, which I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not into mind control. I don't know any of that. That's not my field at all. So maybe Velostat protects you. The thing is, if you're ever scared of aliens abducting you or controlling your mind, at least now you know that you can take some Velostat sheets, properly apply them to any sort of hat, and then you should be fucking good. You should basically be protected as much as you can. With only one failure recorded, this thing will keep you safe, ladies and gentlemen. So, we started off on a fucking spooky tangent of aliens molesting us and then, frankly, running a telepathic war. But I think, before we leave, Michael Mencken, thank you for telling us this stuff. And if there is a telepathic war, then hopefully us humans will rise above it, okay? You got to be positive about it, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go to another site. We've spent far too long here. Oh, yo, God. Oh, man, I fucking love it. We go from aliens and all that shit to just, God, how many times have we heard it said, "Oh, Lord, give me a sign"? Alas, too often the reply is vague and ambiguous. The phone rings at an opportune time. A feather falls from out of the blue. A water stain appears that resembles a religious image. What? Okay, all three of those, save for the phone ringing at the opportune time, What? Anyways, we all want to know if God exists. Maybe he just needs a reliable method to let us know he's here. Oh yeah, and they figured out the reliable method, right? Oh fuck yeah, dude. Priests hate this motherfucker, all right? Priests hate this. How old is this guy? Whatever, I'm going to assume he's like 35. Priests hate this 35-year-old for discovering the simple trick of detecting the reality of God. Click here now to find out. All right, we already hit the BuzzFeed, we already hit the BuzzFeed realm. This is gonna be great. So all right, so he's on Wired of all things. Well, it's fucking Wired of all things. Should I even be surprised? The God detector gives God a simple way to send a simple, ambiguous message of his presence. What? So basically something that just points to yes or no. I mean, what? If we join together, perhaps God will hear our requests and respond. Just take these simple steps. Purchase your God detector, all right? Purchase this fucking... Can I purchase it? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Really? Yeah, so he's got like 9 Dolan God detectors, but you can make it a refrigerator magnet for $1 extra. You can get a gift pack. Keys to the Kingdom are easy to carry around with the Yo God God Detector keychain. Saint Christopher has been desainted, but the traveler, oh my lord. So you can put it under your, rear view mirror. And they're not terribly expensive, by the way, too. It's like $8, $6, things like that. This almost kind of reminds me of that one site where we looked at religious dildos for a second. I don't know why that's coming back. Mini monolith God detectors makes you want to dance around them. Throwing what? Why the fuck would I want... Large wall-hanging God detectors. Oh, man, dude. Could you imagine, having a shitty day at work and just being like, oh, God, fucking kill me now. And, looking up at the God detector and it's just pointing at no and you're like, oh, no, man. That's literally the only useful thing I've noticed it for. The fig tree, come to the light, railroad style. This guy's got a lot of fucking God testing things, man. Jesus. She's got so many different kind of godly things. Oh, my lord. All right, so anyways, basically, so you can buy the God detector. Let me go back. Set out your God detector anywhere in your home, church, or office. Offer a simple request or prayer that God reveal himself through the detector. What are you commanding the Lord? What are you going to say? God, please go through this lovely device. How different is that from me making a fucking app on my phone that says, God, please swipe yes if you're there, or swipe no if you're not? Come on, man. That'd be cheaper than this. Check your God detector daily or weekly for any indication of movement. Report any movement of the detector or this website. Yeah, I guarantee it's some magnetic shit inside it that fucking keeps going from yes or no or something. It's really... Wait, report it? That means people already reported, right? Let me see the reports. Oh, you don't get to see any... Wait. Since I've been making Yo God detectors, I've learned a great deal about creating a website. Oh, that's him talking about this stuff. I have had my detector for 24 hours with no movement. I'm waiting in anticipation, however, and taking readings every 60 seconds. My current plan is to... because people are doing scientific experiments. This proves that there is no God. Simple. Thank you all. Oh, God. That's like saying there's a heaven. Oh, wait. Oh, man, dude. This is some old school trolling right now. Holy shit. I do not have any connection to what these people are saying. Oh, my God. I keep checking, but no movement. Well, that means it probably has nothing in there, dude. That means this dude's probably trolled you. Maybe that's the case, right? I feel... Oh, that'd be so fucked up if they got trolled, dude. Oh, man, I would cry. Then again, I wouldn't buy this. Come on now. There's about 4,500 detectors in the world. I honestly feel like fucking buying one just to say that I bought this thing. But then I'm like... No, I don't know if I could part with 10 Dolans. I mean, it's 10 Dolans. It's 10 Dolans no matter who you are. You're going to part with that on a fucking yes or no machine that doesn't work? Come on now. What is this? All right, anyways, let's go to fucking... Yeah, so anyways, this is a bunch of the one-of-a-kind display cases, all that shit. There is no FAQ, apparently. I can't really seem to find an FAQ. If you go to the comment section for it, though... I don't need some stupid device like this to know where God is, writes Anonymous. The person that invented this product needs to be shot in the head repeatedly, and anyone that buys this product is a fucking dipshit and needs to die. Oh my God, this dude had a really bad day. Oh man, dude, he probably got cocked or something. A very nice device. It's okay if you got cucked, by the way. I mean, just move on, man. Damn it, you don't have to like tell everyone to die a slow and painful death. A very nice device. It does work wonders. I can even tell that the inventor of this device is a bastard who married his grandmother by shooting to death his grandfather. Oh my God, his life. Why is his stepmother is actually his daughter, and his grandmother is his wife, and his only brother is his uncle. What an amazing device. I can tell such an amazing parenting relationship. Fucking Terry Woodcook, you are the best. What is this? Wait, how? That went like 0 to 100 out of nowhere. It's like fucking, you married your grandmother by shooting your, and then he went all the way to the kids, the brother. Oh my God. What is this? Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. God damn. Whenever I see a budgie, I stomp it flat with my combat boots. All right, and why are you guys mentioning budgie? It's a defense mechanism. You need a certain minimum IQ before the form will allow you to access it. Hey, 6 months ago, I couldn't even spell intellectual. Now I are one. What the fuck is this, dude? Now the comments have devolved into fucking absolute shit. Like, they're nothing right now, dude. Anyways, I met a hooker in Vegas one that spoke Esperanto, and she shorted me on the around the world. What? Oh my, I feel like, you know what? This proves to me that God just doesn't fucking care about this site. Otherwise, these people would have some fucking smiting going on with the horrible fucking, this is the worst comment section ever, you know? Oh my Lord, dude. Dude, this is crazy. This is some fucking warfare. It's like, you know what this is? This is the spookiest comment section. This is, you know, why the fuck would I ever shit about YouTube comments anymore? They're not even as bad as this. What is this? What a great product. It proves that my God really does exist, writes Hey. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. This is fucking great. This is actually, honestly, like, I think the best comment that I must have ever read in my entire life, the highlight of the Deep Web series, all relied on that fucking dude and his mentioning that dude killing his great-granddad, marrying his great-grandma, and having a whole incest fit right through it all. God bless internet comments. Let's get the fuck out of here and go to something else, dude. Let's just fucking leave. Yeah, it's really weird. Alien medical teams collaborate with humans. Alright, so now we got Alamau doctors and human doctors working together. One ongoing extraterrestrial activity is taking place in Israel since 1995. Alamau medical teams from other realms or dimensions cure humans at healers, mediums, alternative medicine clinics. Patients feel strange sensations during the treatments, itching, heat or cold, increase or decrease in gravity sensations, and many more. And some even see and communicate with the alien medical teams. The number of clinics has increased steadily, and presently, 2003 there are 50 clinics in Israel and 464 in the USA. According to the Alamaus, they're posting this shit? Oh my God. Alamau alternative medicine clinics also exist in other countries. England, Denmark, Australia. ET medical activity helps to raise public awareness and increase acceptance of alien existence. Organized ET medical collaboration with healers and mediums is a leap forward in alien-human contact and collaboration beyond just UFO sightings, random encounters, abductions, or crash events, or as happened in Roswell. The Alamaus treat humans in alternative medicine clinics only after the patients have given them the full consent. No abductions take place. In addition to the Alamau medical activity, hey man, with the insurance, mindfuck that's going on in the States, I would go to an alternative medicine clinic, even if it was an alien, dude. I mean, that's the equivalent of, like, a Harvard backdoor, like, fucking medical graduate, right? Like, I mean, you can't go fucking that wrong, right? You can't fuck it up that bad, right? Anyways, but going on into it, oh man, is this site formatting fucking weird. ET Medicine saved my life. How the fuck can you not click on ET Medicine saved my life? Let's go into how ET Medicine has saved this individual's life real quick. Severe food allergy. A woman in her 60s developed a severe food allergy. She tried many conventional specialists and treatments, but they didn't help her. The food list she could eat grew shorter each day. And when she came to me, she started to cry, saying that she's going to die because soon she wouldn't be able to eat anything. The aliens diagnosed her and found specific blood cells that multiplied too fast, resulting in her allergy condition. The aliens treated her, and in a few days she called to me. The allergies were totally gone. She's eating all foods without being... You know, Adrian DeVere, I would need some proof for that. Okay, because that's a pretty massive fix, by the way. What? Wait a minute. She got fucking... she got pancreas cancer and they fixed that shit? Why are the aliens not... This is crazy. Liver cirrhosis saved a 72-year-old woman's life that suffered from a decrease in liver functioning. The aliens removed the liver scarred tissue and implanted young, healthy liver cells that produced from the woman's remaining liver good cells. The woman's liver function test, thousands of believers and skeptics are treating in these clinics since 1994. There was no apparent medical equipment, no medications were given, no hypnosis or suggestive techniques. Look, if aliens are curing cancer and cirrhosis in these specialized clinics, and it's proven that they've done it, right? Like this person claims, why the fuck hasn't there been an actual investigation on this? Like, this changes the whole world of medical science, right? I mean, come on now. What? What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? I have no idea what to go on about. Oh, but he is selling a book, by the way, for about 26 Canadian dolans. Hell no, I'm not getting that shit. But we're going to go back. So that's E.T. Medicine Saves the Life, right? And then as you go through over here, you know, this is Adrian DeVere. So he was born in Romania, not Romania, but Romania. In 1958, DeVere holds a BSc in engineering and an MSc in computer engineering. Married with 2 children and living in Israel since 1965, DeVere develops military computer systems at a major Israeli communications company. He first acknowledged and began to use his abilities as a medium, psychic, and healer in 1992. 2 years later, he became aware of spirits, ghosts, spiritual guides, light entity aliens, and other multidimensional beings. A complex personal account of contact by channeling and healing in collaboration with spirits, ghosts, spiritual guides, light entities, multidimensional beings. The book's first appearance in Israel in 1998 stimulated a flurry of excitement and media interest. Well, I mean, it kind of would. If you're telling people in the world that you're curing cancer and shit, and selling that book, people are going to fucking go for it. Now, I don't know the reality of it. I've only heard of this dude the first time in my life. But basically, from what I'm getting here, is this dude, why the fuck would this, maybe this is fucking linked off onto the deep web, right? Because you got to think about it. It's like this kind of shit is just really, really, like this kind of stuff's too fucking weird. Like, what am I supposed to even assess off of this? Like, basically, we went from aliens abducting. The alien medical team study our anatomy, physiology, and common disease in order to find cure for human illnesses. Other alien teams study Earth ecology. Oh, so basically just studying us. So instead of actually taking us, they decide to just, what? Instead of taking us, for example, abducting us, they're curing us. You know, what? Here, what is this? Parallel universes? All right, we jump from curing cancer to this. I gotta see this shit. You know, out of all the alien stuff that we've seen, that looks very suggestive, by the way. Alien explains parallel universes. For some time, the scientific world parallel universes. The aliens have clearly explained that this is a reality. Parallel universes may have 3 dimensions or more. The visible UFO sightings originate from our own universe. But there are many other aliens from parallel universes. You know, the only thing I'm hearing is, like, it's not, like, proof from aliens. It's just Adrian telling me this. Like, Adrian could fucking tell me, like, Adrian could tell me aliens can fucking create gasoline out of thin air, right? You can do that, and that's all him saying it. I don't seem to see that there's any proof behind all of this stuff. It just seems rather interesting entirely. Now, I don't know why sites like this weird me out, because when I look at sites like this, it's like it screams falsified shit. But not only that, like fucking just seeing the whole Just seeing the peddling of this book for $20, you know, and $20 is $20, but like, you know what I mean? Like getting this kind of information just being thrown at you, it's like, what? How do you really believe this? You're telling me like we jumped from alien bases when we first started the series to like aliens abducting all the way to aliens now curing us. I mean, if they are, God bless, but I haven't heard about this at all. So Adrian DeVere is clearly living in an alternate universe where this was happening. And nobody fucking knew. But we're going to back out of this and we're going to see something else. I don't really believe this, but, you know, I'll let you to make the accurate judgment that you want to make, all right? We're gonna go to something else. How about that? And ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our first deep web video of this week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the video where it's about 1 minute and 11 seconds long. Again, this kind of stuff just sticks to the national average of fucking deep web videos. But this is a little bit over than that. This is over a minute, so, you know, hopefully we're into some meaty stuff. Right now, we've got a very low resolution blocky image of a bridge. Very, very interestingly colored, by the way. But we're going to hit play and just see where we can really go through from this and just really analyze it afterwards and see what we've come across. Okay, bird lands and fucking, that was a weird transition. Oh my god, the audio is horrible. It's like playing LSD again. Alright, birds everywhere. I will say the camera work is actually done very well. It's like I know I say that a lot, but sometimes you really gotta appreciate some good camera work going on. Why the hell do you have so many like enhanced black bars? I don't really get it. Basically, it seems like a place in like, oh my god. You see that, like some of those transitions are like clearly edited in, like the weird like you know, ghosting that was right there. We're walking this way. The camera's staring at the fucking pavement. Going faster and faster. Running away from the bridge. We're not really seeing... Okay, straight ahead. Oh, you see the black bars are getting bigger. There's some like weird noise that's kicked in. Okay, well... Alright, you know what? This is one of those things where it's like, this is an edgy art project. I'm going to classify it as that. Yeah, I don't really know what to think of that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, usually after you watch, like, so many of these at one point, this stuff doesn't fucking fade you anymore. It's not a, you know, it's not going to spook anybody if you've looked at this far enough as it is, right? But basically, it's a rather interesting thing. I feel like when I watch these, right, like, they could be an edgy art project, but I also feel that they're part of some giant ARG, alternate reality game, that I have no fucking clue about. And it sucks, because it's like, usually with an ARG, you have like so many fucking videos that are released sequentially that have a meaning to them, each and every video. And with this, you sort of miss out on the meaning, so you miss out on like fucking, basically 90% of what you're supposed to be seeing, right? But over here, what we are seeing, there's a lot of birds going around. As soon as the bird touches this, though, you get this lovely transition, actually, I must say. Like, it just transitions across this bridge, thing lands, and then you have, like, the shot of this person capturing this, like, bird around, right? Which I'm trying to see where the hell this could be. Yeah, I think that's just a tower or some shit. Or no, it's like a little tree. But the birds fly around, and then you have this cut, and you're running on this bridge, right? But then you go faster and faster and faster, and that's like the last shot. And if you're going to notice a little bit ahead of time, the black bars just keep on getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it reaches, like, you know, sort of 50% closed off than it was, and it just ends the video. But as this person runs forward, you get a little glimpse, and then you have this weird audio that plays in that. It's just, it's mind-numbing almost if you hear about it, right? Like some sad Satanist shit. And then it just ends. There's like nothing to it. That's where the fucking video ends. It's like you're gonna go through over here, and it's like you're gonna hold on. And I'm sorry for how low resolution this is, but you get the shot of the bridge. So basically, there's something going on with this bridge, and maybe something must have happened here, but I don't know. What I do know is that the camera work is done well. The actual editing, the transitions are actually done professionally, by the way. I gotta say, like, that transition was done really good. That's why it, like, stands out. You can notice a good transition. Like a natural one, right? And aside from that, the audio seems like it's fucking mixed to an extent, too. Like, all those weird sounds you're getting over there, that's specifically mixed. So there's clearly a level of post-processing going on in this, especially with how the colors are done and all that, even though you can kind of not see it because of the low-resolution artifacting. There's a heavy level of post-processing done, and everything on here is to send a message. What that message is, I have no idea. But whatever this is, you know, it's done with a degree of finesse. Now, I'm going to end this over here. There's no, like, weird messages. I think we've seen, you know, it's one of those spectrum of edgy art projects. You know, you can go all the way from, like, you know, chick locked up, putting messages up to a camera, CCTV, all the way up to this kind of shit. Who knows what else we'll find? Maybe we'll see a fucking anal probing by some aliens next week or something. But I'm going to end this video over here. I'm going to end this around, I think this is as much analysis as I can give it. Interesting video, well crafted, but ultimately I'm not getting the message out of it. And I feel like this is part of something much larger, and I'm only seeing snippets of it. So I'm going to end this over here, and let's go to something else. I believe I've shown this to a lot of people before, but this is a website that was mirrored on, basically. It's about cloning humans entirely, the truth about that shit. And, you know, for those of you who've ever, like, been around with cloning and a doll to sheep and all that kind of stuff, human cloning has always been one of those weird things where, I guess, you know, I don't really know. It's just been one of those fucking massively weird things that I think at one point people have attempted, but it ends up being really fucking weird to pull off. And the whole caveat of cloning is that if you clone somebody at like 30 and they're born, they're going to be 30 from the day they're born. So it's like, you know, it's a weird situation that you put yourself into. But my name is David, and I'm a reporter for the Diversified Media Organization. Last year, a woman approached me on the street in Washington as I was returning from lunch. We spoke briefly, and she placed a 3x5 card in my raincoat pocket. I didn't think much of it again until I received the letter pasted below. For a variety of legal and ethical considerations, I am very much limited in what names I can use in this post. As such, I have redacted the names of the company and man about whom she is speaking. I have posted it because I'm in a desperate need of help. Essentially, she is suggesting that one of the wealthiest and most admired Americans in the world has run a clandestine cloning operation, for 3 decades that is in part built on data from Nazi experiments. It's not weird, Operation Paperclip, like I was saying. While American for legal and other reasons, most of the work has been done outside the U.S., particularly on a number of South Pacific islands. Not only is he guilty of doing research that can only be characterized as monstrous, but in order to hide the work, he has had at least 3 people murdered. What the fuck? We have vetted this letter. Am I going to get fucking killed? We vetted this letter and other information she has provided and found it to be very credible. However, because the extreme nature of the allegation is in such stark contrast to the record of philanthropy that is almost unmatched over the last 2 decades, we have chosen to withhold making the name of the person implicated by these letters public until we have independent confirmation. We have no illusions about the danger of our staff or anyone assisting in the story might be in. Given the resources this man has at his disposal, the danger could be extreme. All right, well, I got you. So apparently, he's got like a whole timeline thing going around. So in 1944, Dr. Hans Neumann and 5 other biologists working in a lab in Leipzig, Germany, decided to abandon the Third Reich before it crumbles around them, understanding that they will be prosecuted if they remain. The 6 make their way southward to Athens, where they board a ship to Buenos Aires. By late 1946, they've arrived in Bolivia and established a research facility 20 miles outside the eastern town of Magdalena. You know, a lot of Nazis ran away to Argentina, you know, like Buenos Aires and shit. There was a whole, like, theory of Hitler running away to Buenos Aires, right? Like, instead of wasting himself, he had escaped over there, which I kind of end up believing more, because I don't think he fucking wasted himself. I think somebody with that much power and riches probably ran away somewhere safe, right? Lived out the rest of his life in Argentina. In 1953, Francis Crick and James Watson discovered that they would later refer to as the secret of life. In reality, what they had discovered was deoxyribonucleic acid, more often known today as DNA, the building blocks of life. Building on their work in Germany, as well as Watson and Crick's breakthrough, Newman and his team seek to redeem themselves by giving humanity a gift to life, the ability to regenerate damaged organs. Okay. 1958, a loose band of Bolivian communists would later follow Che Guevara into battle and subsequently death attack the camp outside of Magdalena. Incorrectly assuming the camp was run by the Bolivian government, they executed the 6 biologists and burned the camp to the ground. Hans Neumann was amongst the dead. Damn, dude, Che Guevara fucked them. In 1972, a search party funded by an unnamed American searches the jungles of Bolivia for a camp that was rumored to have been run by some Nazi biologists. Close to giving up, the team stumbles upon the remnants of the camp, which the jungle had almost entirely reclaimed after 14 years. The remains of 8 people are found as well as a metal footlocker full of notes detailing the work the scientists were doing. Now, this sounded like a fucking, weird... Sound like a weird Uncharted fucking spinoff. In 1977, the story of the 1972 skirmish makes the news in Bolivia, but causes a mere blip on the American news scene. Within 6 months, APN, the company that broke the story, is in bankruptcy, despite having what appeared to be a very strong business. He fucked up their entire channel. Now, in 1982, after a decade of research funded by an American billionaire and based upon the Neumann data retrieved from the camp, a group of scientists succeed in cloning the first primate, a chimpanzee. They do so in complete secrecy. Within 3 years, they have succeeded in cloning a human being, doing so almost a decade before the public hears about the groundbreaking cloning of Dolly the sheep. Now, in the summer of 2003, a woman approached me in Washington, D.C. She told me she had information I would find of great interest, but did not elaborate. A few months later, she sent me this attached letter. My staff and I spent months researching her claims. Much to our surprise, circumstantial evidence suggests she was telling the truth. Nonetheless, as a news organization, we must be cautious. Okay, this is the only known picture of one of the young cloned men. His name is Jonathan and is the oldest of the group. This is some Metal Gear-ass shit, dude. What? Les Enfants Terribles? What the fuck? This picture seems to have been taken when he was approximately 5, which would mean that it was taken sometime in the 1980s. Although the data she provided thus far do not demonstrate this, Jane Smith believes that Jonathan was raised somewhere in South America or on an island in the Pacific. She believes he is still likely there. Now, click to hear the doctor. Click here to read about Werner von Braun, the Nazi rocket scientist who brought to the U.S. after the war. Cloning in general is an expensive endeavor, and human cloning is almost unimaginably expensive. Given that cost, it's easy to understand that only a billionaire with almost unlimited resources at his disposal could have ever funded this. And it goes all the way down. So this is like the letter that, like she ends up getting where she explains a lot of the stuff. And, you can read this on your own terms. So basically, this is a giant story on how some dude, some multi-billionaire, ended up getting Nazi research data and then cloning kids or whatever, right? Like cloning human beings. And one of those pictures, this little kid over here ended up being a fucking clone. Now, whether this is real or not, I think it's kind of up to debate. I don't know. I'd have to really, really look into it. But from a just from grasping at what this page is showing me, it's like it seems like the world's best fiction, probably written. But the best part about it is there could be an element of truth behind it. There's a lot of weird shit, man, that the Nazis did. And some of that stuff is what a lot of our stuff today is based on too, right? So it's like, they weren't stupid fucking scientists. I mean, sure, they did some fucked up things, but at the end of the day, I think to call the Nazi scientists who were doing this kind of stuff stupid would be kind of dumb. Because, maybe they could have discovered some form of human cloning and this person perfected it, and bam, next thing you know, we had a human cloned at one point and we didn't even know about that. I'm gonna just sort of back out over here. This is a very confusing page right now. But apparently what's happened is some really fucked up shit. I might get fucking killed for it. It already said this dude got 3 people murdered. So if I don't post a video next week, you probably fucking know why. But we're gonna back out of this and just go to something else. This is some spooky shit. The Time Travel Fund. Your ticket to the future. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Murlocs aside, how would you like to visit, even live hundreds of years into the future? There may be a way, and that is the purpose of the Time Travel Fund. Now that scares the shit out of me. Okay, like, look, I know people who watch Futurama, they're like, it'd be great to live in the year 3000. I'm one of those people that are like, dude, okay, I'm somebody from 2000, you know what I mean? Like the 2000s and shit. Could you imagine going 1,000 years into the future and having your brain fucking mold into, just beating around and realizing that shit is so goddamn different? Dude, you'd be in shock, man. Could you imagine? They probably think you'd literally be a caveman or some shit in their fucking time, dude. I don't know, man. I couldn't do it. But anyways, the new annual Let's Moon Mars Barbecue members shows off their certificate. How does this work? Current scientific theory states that time travel may be possible. However, the tech is a long ways off. Perhaps hundreds of years into the future. Isn't it like if you can move faster than the speed of light, you can actually go back into... I don't know. Isn't that the rule behind it? Now, assume it does become possible in, say, 500 years. As with any technology, time travel will get less expensive as time goes on. Just as the price of a VCR has dropped to less than $70 from the several hundred dolans it cost just 10 years ago. Time travel, once it becomes feasible, will initially be very... Now, the fact that they mention VCR is like an old fucking site, because VCR has been just dated, dude. Anyways, will initially be very expensive, yet it'll become more and more economical as time goes. But yeah, as time goes on, things tend to get cheaper, right? As the more abundant they become, the better research they become. Yeah. How does it tell me? The concept is that in one day, it may be possible for people living far in the future to retrieve you from your current frame of reference, their past, your present, and bring you into the future, their present, your future. Why would they want to? That is the purpose of the fund. The simple answer is we pay them to bring you into the future. How? So we establish a fund in the current time. You make a small contribution to the fund, and in a few hundred years, that small amount grows to a very large amount. From that fund, monies will be taken and used to retrieve you. Perhaps seconds after you join, perhaps even moments before your recorded death. Perhaps some other point in your lifetime. Further, the fund may even pay to have you rejuvenated medically, assuming this is scientifically possible at the time, and support you financially for a number of years. Retrieving you just before the moment of your death is just one possible scenario, but that one that would avoid any Star Trek type paradoxes. There are any number of unlimited possibilities. And we do not know what they will do. We can only make reasonably informed guesses. So how much is it going to cost you? So you give them $10, which a percentage is placed into the fund, then that grows and earns interest, and the rest is used to pay for overhead in running the website, covering legal fees, paying for your certificate, and maintaining the database of members. Okay, so only $10. How's that going to get into it? Number A is compound interest. As long as the interest earned outpaces inflation and taxes, the money will eventually build to where the cost of retrieving, rejuvenating, and supporting you are fully covered. For example, if you make a one-time only deposit of just a single dolan at only 5% interest compounded yearly, in 500 years, that single dolan will grow to 39.3 billion. Yeah, I know how much a billion is. Please note that we hope to earn 5% interest above taxes and inflation, which is very possible even in today's economy. Lien taxes, certificates, for example, returns, we make, okay. Then it would be like having, then it would be like having 39 billion in today's money. No, I don't know. Whatever, let's go with that. So, wow, I mentioned Futurama. There was an episode of Futurama where like Fry puts like $1 or some shit in, and then like 1,000 years later, after compoundly interesting from the same bank, dude has like fucking 6 billion or some shit. I don't know, something like that. This is the same kind of principle. Basically, it relies on the fact that like if you have a savings account, right, and you put in like $1. I don't have a savings account myself. That's like a whole spiritual reason for that. But like, if you have a savings account, as far as I've known, you put money into it, they're going to give you a little bit of interest back, right? You make interest back, and that interest comes from the bank's work, right? Like basically how a bank works is when you give them your money, you're not keeping it safe. They take your money and they spread it around. Like, for example, like when you're getting a home, right? Like they'll take the money and they'll like put it into a fund. Like they're basically shifting a lot of cash around, which is why you're like fucking unable to like take all the money out at once, because if everyone did that, holy shit, would the bank crash, right? That would be like a fucking economic crash. So the thing is, the way it works is like, if you put money in, you're going to get a profit eventually on a savings account. But the thing is that this says that the bank would have to be there for 500 years, basically, right? Because I don't know how the bank laws again there work, but it's like the bank has to remain active. If the bank fucking fails in 100 or 200 years, right, for whatever reason, then the money is kind of gone, right? The money is like, you're not making any interest off. At that point, the bank fucked up. So that's basically the whole situation over here, right? Where it's like this relies on you putting money, making interest on it, and hopefully getting some form of profitability out of it, right? So it's like, let's say you did it. You put $10 right now and it became like 100 billion later on. What this is basically saying is that at one point in human life, they're going to develop time travel, right? So let's say we were in 2200, right? And I was reading this page and I saw like a list of people and I was like, oh, fuck, I get paid money to bring these people back. So I would go back in time, yank someone out who wanted to go to the future, paid for this, and then they'd be in the future and I would get paid to bring them. That's what they go with. This is the weirdest fucking shit that I've ever goddamn seen. Honestly, right now, it like weirds me the fuck out where we're into. But it's one of those things that like, hey man, for $10, it'd be a nice joke certificate to get. And hey man, maybe they said maybe seconds after, dude, if I pay money into this, I'm gonna go to the future. So like basically for international orders, I can put my name in like Mudahar, Anus. And then I hit accept, and then it takes me to fucking PayPal. That means it's active, dude. Is it active? It's active. So basically, I give these people 11 dolans, a membership fee, and maybe in like 30 seconds after paying, some dude could like pick me, take me to the future where I'd be a billionaire. Weirder shit has happened, okay? I would not... What is this episode so far? What the fuck? $10? To become a billionaire in the future? You know what? I've seen weirder shit in my life. I really have seen weirder shit in my life. Maybe, if you want to drop $10 onto this, go for it. I don't think anybody has really went to the future. Then again, who fucking knows? The site is so obscure looking. Maybe everyone that paid into this went off into the future, right? Who knows, right? Who actually knows? Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna back out and we're gonna go somewhere else. And frankly, we're just gonna see other stuff. This takes me to time travel paradox. My brain is melted. Let's go. Let's please give me a normal website, please. And ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Deep Web Browsing, episode number 90, ladies and gents. We've seen a lot of interesting stuff today, a lot of alien stuff, time traveling stuff, and frankly, things where aliens are healing human beings, all that kind of goofy shit. We've seen some weird websites today. How about that? Okay, we've seen some really, really weird stuff. Could I have done a little more conspiracies? Sure, but I think the stuff we've seen is a little bit mind blowing. I think I'm gonna sort of lay down and just ponder what the fuck I had to witness for the past hour or something of recording. So, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like it or dislike it. I hope you have an amazing Sunday. This has been another episode of Deep Web Browsing, episode number 90. I am out.